Okay, so it seems that there's been some pretty big news in regards to Silvervale actually announcing recently that she has some pretty big kind of announcements to make, and it's all to do with gamersupps. Now, if you guys don't know, gamersupps, obviously a sponsor of mine. I've talked about them in every single video. At the end of a video, if you hear me saying, like, use my code Kaza, that is where you guys can go to get a ton of really cool stuff. They got a ton of cool VTuber kind of collaborations and stuff all the time that go on over there, as well as a bunch of other cool collaborations as well. They did like a lot of anime ones, as well as I'm pretty sure they did. They're doing a Brown Dust one as well, so like gacha game collabs. It's been really cool, right? And again, they're a company that I really love, and I got a lot of their products and things like that too. So it's great to be sponsored by them. But essentially, Silvervale actually announced something to do with them in the fact that she is now actually a partial owner of gamersupps. Now, again, this has come out as a big announcement. I'm now a partial owner of gamersupps. They're the most dedicated and caring people to work with. I'm incredibly honored to play a bigger role in the team that changed my life. Thank you to my amazing community for making this dream possible. And yeah, you can see here, they got a little announcement video. It was kind of cool. The GameStop logo, okay. Got the cool sound. You got the Star Wars PC there, so that's crazy. Holy, it is loud. She's had a lot of products with them. Very, very cool. I might need to mute the music here for a couple of things, because yeah. But yes, new era, part owner, gamersupps, Silvervale. Very, very cool, right? And again, what does this mean? Well, essentially, there's a couple of people that are part owners of it, and if you guys don't know, there's actually already a couple of VTubers that are part owners of gamersupps, including being shylily and Cinder, right? Now, obviously, that is quite funny, considering everything that has gone on, and that's been a huge talking point within the kind of Cinder drama and all of this kind of stuff. But, regardless of that, they're both still partial owners, as well as Jschlat, who apparently has a pretty big stake in it as well as Smitty, I don't know how you would say it, but again, he also has a significant partnership stake in it as well. And apparently there are some others maybe as well within it, as well as the founders and the people that obviously created gamersupps too. So again, they are very easy to, well, not easy, but they're very accepting to creators and stuff, taking on a stake and essentially, funding the company and helping the company and promoting the company, right? And I think that is great, because obviously Silvervale has been a huge part of gamersupps in terms of, the amount of flavors that have come out from her, in terms of like the tubs. I don't know if I've got one actually. I might do. I don't know. But yeah, obviously she's got a ton, as well as some of the other partial owners as well have gotten a ton of products with them too, as well as a lot of cups. Obviously Silvervale's featured on the V cards as well, the kind of project that Shylily's doing. And it'll be interesting to see if Silvervale does do anything like Shylily, because it seems like with Shylily's kind of partial stake within gamersupps, she's decided to use that to essentially create V cards, right? Because obviously V cards and gamersupps are related. They use the same kind of stores and stuff like that, and whatever, right? So it seems like she's used that partial stake to create something that she thinks will be really good and would work, and it has been. It's been very successful. They get sold out within like a day. It's crazy. So I'm gonna be interested to see if Silvervale has any kind of expectations or any kind of things that she wants to do moving forwards with the company, whether she wants to make her own kind of line of products or whatever that could potentially collab with VTubers and whatever, because as I said, V cards has been so successful for Shylily. Is there something out there that Silvervale could do, whether it is something completely different? I don't know, but again, very, very exciting. And of course, a lot of people have been commenting saying, let's freaking go, VTubers, VTubers, VTubers. Obviously, gamersupps saying thank you, boss. Obviously, yeah, now gamersupps is boss. Tiger saying congrats, massive congratulations, Silver. This is amazing. Cynical saying congrats, saying, are you kidding me right now? This is actually insane in the best way. I've literally watched this journey, and now you're a part owner. This is huge. No one deserves this more. V Comics saying congratulations, Silver. Let's go. huge congrats. So again, all around very, very positive, and it is great to see that there's been so many people kind of supporting this, because it's only good for gamersupps. As I said, you know, they do a ton of great products and a ton of great things already, including obviously they got their birthday thing at the moment, a 10-year birthday, 10th birthday. They've been around for a while, right? Which is kind of crazy. You know, 2016 they've been around for, and they've only been going up and up and up and up. And I think that, yeah, a lot of their, you know, kind of decisions lately have been really good in terms of, you know, trying to focus more in on the kind of waifu cups thing. I think they, you know, at the start of gamersupps, they were a little bit less so much about that. They just kind of wanted to be, you know, a kind of competitor to some of the other brands out there. But then they started to lean into the waifu cup things and all of that kind of stuff, as well as, you know, collabing with creators. And that has really worked, right? Especially with the VTubers and whatever. They have some, you know, really popular cups. And I've got a ton of them here, right? Literally to my left. You know, I've got obviously got the, I don't know if I can show that one actually. I'll cover it up. We got the Vebe one, which I'm just going to cover the bottom half of that, else I might get demonetized. But, you know, they got some really cool ones. They got some mixed ones. They got some that aren't obviously collabs. You know, some are different. Obviously, got the, again, I'm going to have to cover this one up as well. Oh, God, wait, hold up. There we go. We got, like, you know, the Rainho one. Very, very cool. Again, really nice design. And, you know, so much more. As well as doing stuff outside of, you know, cups as well. They got stuff like, for example, the Amelie CD. They've got a CD that came out signed by her. It's on the inside of the actual thing, which is cool. As well as, you know, obviously a bunch of the different flavors they've got as well. I'll just bring one up here. They've got the AFK, you know, one. They got AFK ones for like sleep, and then they've got the kind of what do you call it? The energy ones as well for energy. As well as, of course, finally, you know, we got the V cards too, which obviously was started up by shylily whenever she had a partial ownership, or what she still does have a partial ownership, obviously. But yeah, really cool. This is one that I got for free, I think, from the Doki Bird thing. I've got a ton of really cool ones in a binder over there. So if you want to see a video on that, I will definitely you know, show that. But again, very, very cool. As well as the, obviously I've showed this one quite a few times, especially whenever it comes to the VTuber awards. This is obviously probably even more a relic now, considering the VTuber awards are probably not going to be a thing, right? That's the Fillion and shylily VTuber awards 2024. You know, it's pretty crazy to say that, you know, to be honest, we might not get another one of those because the VTuber awards are not happening, which I think is pretty crazy, obviously after the production company dropped her for whatever reason, right? But yeah, very cool. And as I said, you know, they've got a ton of really cool products, and I think that Silvervale could really help to kind of, you know, elevate that and really help to bring some, you know, cool stuff, cool ideas. And I think that anybody that kind of joins in on this will have some cool ideas, right? But yeah, I mean, that is essentially all I got for this video. I just kind of wanted to share that news with you because I thought it was just a cool thing. A lot of people were hyped, especially in the Reddit as well, you know, saying congratulations, Silvervale. I'm sure this will become a little bit more popular later because it's only 20 minutes old. But yeah, very, very exciting news. And obviously, as always, go over to gamersupps, use my code Kaza, get 10% off. Again, you can get, you know, similar stuff to this. I don't know if all of those stuff is available. Some of the things are available, some aren't. But of course, just keep an eye out on your VTubers, you know, on your favorite VTubers socials and whatever. They'll upload the fact that they're having a collaboration with gamersupps, usually on Twitter. So just keep an eye out for that. And, you know, you can use their code if you really want, but yeah, you might as well use my code, right? Come on. But of course, you know, you can go over to their page, see what exactly they've got, and go to the website, just have a browse, because sometimes they have some stuff that aren't collabs like this, which are really, really cool too, which you might want to get your hands on, right? So yeah, obviously this video has essentially become one big, really big shill for gamersupps, but hey, I'm excited because obviously Silvervale is now a partial owner. But yeah, that's about all I got for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.